to tell you right now, it is literally 23 degrees. In Tennessee, I guess that's like humid cold. I don't know. All I know is that I just spent Christmas in Colorado and I was a whole lot warmer than I am in Tennessee. So if that tells you how incredibly cold it is here, it's freezing. We're expected to get snow on Friday. Apparently 6.5 inches. It is Tennessee, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's more like a centimeter. But we're probably gonna have a snow day, which means we're gonna have no school, which means I get a day off work, which means I can have an extra day to meal prep, which I'm so excited about. And also someone thought I was wearing snow pants today at work, because these Carhartt overalls, let me tell you, they are the warmest things I own in my closet. And the last time I'm trying to think. I know that like one of the times that it was like literally the best purchase ever was I wore it on my bachelorette trip, and we were like out in the snow for hours, and I just had like a hoodie and then this thing, and it actually kept me warm. I was genuinely so impressed. But it's long enough for me. I'm 5'10", and so the fact that I have overalls that are like just long enough to go all the way down is like really perfect, because that's so rare. So anyways, I guess, man, Carhartt should sponsor me, because I've got the beanie that makes me look like a construction worker, but that's okay. And these incredible overalls, but it kind of like walks like I'm wearing like snow pants. And so someone was like, wow, I thought you were wearing snow pants. But it's kind of nice because like it's the material kind of like a jacket, so you don't have to wash it every single day. And so I literally was wearing sweatpants underneath this to work. Like, it was fantastic. And then I get to like swap out my hoodies, and this one's actually really pretty. I made it for my wedding. So fun. Anyways, also I got a late Christmas gift from one of my students. Literally the coolest thing ever. She knows me so well, or they all know I have a horse. And so anyways, she got me this super cute Western boot ornament. Like, come on, that is so stinking cute. I love it. And it's like metal, like it's not like chintzy, it's like really nice. And then she also got me this cutest ever, look at that. It's like a Christmas themed rodeo. Like the horse like a reindeer. Like, what in the world? That's so cute. I love that. It says Jingle Horse rodeo. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. That is so cute. I'm obsessed. And the biggest thing, it was size large, which I'm so impressed by, because people think that I'm a lot smaller than I actually am, but I actually wear size large in most clothes. So I thought that was so sweet. Anyways, that was exciting. Hope you guys are having the best week ever. I'm headed to the farm right now. It's about 34 degrees. So it's supposed to be, we're supposed to get like 6.5 inches of snow, which is insane. I think it's like now 6.8 inches of snow, which is absolutely insane because it's Tennessee, and if we get like a centimeter, then everyone's like freaking out and taking a snow day. Point is, it's gonna be really cold, and I'm kind of worried about Bella because she's got a thick coat that comes in every single winter, and it's so cute. It's so fluffy. I'll show you guys today. But also, like, she has really like skinny legs. I'm gonna go help them put all their winter blankets on all their horses because there's a boatload of horses. And anyways, so that's where I'm headed now. I will take you guys with me, get these horses all nice and toasty for their first 6.5 inches that they've probably ever experienced. What's up, guys? Yes. Hello. have side-eye over here, general. Oh, he's so cute. All of them in their little blankets. It's us. She ain't happy because that's a walk with another one. This is Lily. I don't know if you guys remember her, but she was the one that was kind of distinct. This one's Apollo. He's great. The next round. We are almost done. Here's all the tack. Couple more to go. Now it's Rocky. Hey, Rocky. Bye. So I'm headed back home. I should really be sponsored by Carhartt because I tell you, it is 30 degrees out and I probably sound like really pitiful to anyone who lives in like an actually freezing cold state. But let me tell you, Tennessee with its wet winters, it's frigid. So anyways, I was so warm and toasty. I just have a hoodie and like a long sleeve shirt underneath this, but because of like the nature of the overalls, it just keeps all of my core warm, and it's literally like, it's just amazing. So I'm a huge fan. So now I'm gonna go home and make some dinner. Let me think what I'm gonna make. Honestly, chili sounds really good. Maybe I can whip up some really fast cornbread. So, as you guys know, the farm life is my dream life. And I think that there is something so beautiful in doing something that gets your hands dirty, your clothes dirty, your hair dirty every day. Because honestly, when you think about that, that is most likely doing something in the outdoors, potentially with animals, and just doing something with your hands. So anyways, for whatever it's worth, I also understand that sometimes people are not able to do that, as like they don't have access to a farm or like that kind of thing. I totally understand that, but if you have dirt around your home, there's something you could do. If it's like managing your little mini micro garden, or if it's like repotting a flower, or a plant, or I don't know. Honestly, my outlet is going to the farm, so I honestly don't do stuff at my house that I could for sure, but I don't. So I should, and maybe I will, because I definitely want to get into gardening. One of my friends was talking to me about how she started her garden, and she just like went full send. Started in a little greenhouse, a little miniature greenhouse, and she grows a lot of things from her garden, even things that she doesn't necessarily like to eat, but things that allow her to just get the experience of growing. I thought that was really cool. Anyways, hope you guys are having a fantastic week and enjoy the snow, if you guys happen to have snow this weekend. Hi guys. It snowed and I could not be more excited. I'll show you. Guys, what in the world? 2 for 2. 2 snow days in Tennessee. That's crazy. That's honestly very shocking. But I'm not complaining because this is beautiful. I'm going to do a quick Whole Foods, Target, and Trader Joe's haul. It is Valentine's Day weekend. I'm not sure when I'm going to be posting this, but it is Valentine's Day today, actually. And so I'm going to host a little get together on Sabbath for lunch, and then I'm going to host another get together on Sunday morning for like a Valentine's Day themed brunch. And so I'm super excited about that, and I had a really fun time getting just some fun groceries and little things like that for those two events. So I'll definitely show you guys when I get home what I got. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and do the haul for Valentine's Day weekend. This is also my vision. For Sabbath lunch, we're gonna do curry and some homemade naan, and then have an assortment of just fun fresh fruit. My Sunday brunch, Valentine's Day theme, that's where I'm gonna do waffles, fresh fruit, and then a giant charcuterie board with a bunch of like chocolates and fun chips and just like that kind of stuff. So that's where all the chocolate and the candy I guess is from, because I never buy chocolate ever. But this is the one time that the one time of year where I actually feel validated to spend money on chocolate. So I got these dark chocolate peanut butter cups. So these are vegan and they just taste incredible. Brookside pomegranate flavored. These are just so iconic, and this is literally my childhood. I love these. The other thing that I got from Walmart were just like coconut flakes, because I kind of want to do a waffle bar and have different options of like what people want to put on their waffle, like in chocolate chips and like that kind of thing. So that's for that. And then from Whole Foods, this is also kind of random. I don't know what it is with the chickens right now, but there was an egg shortage in Walmart and Trader Joe's. Like, I mean, we're talking like completely empty shelves of eggs. I was like, what is going on? So had to go to Whole Foods. This is the brand of eggs that we get all the time. We're vegan, but we eat eggs. So I guess that makes us not vegan. I don't know. We don't eat dairy, except for when it's chocolate. And cheese. We don't eat cheese, but we'll have eggs. So anyways, we go through a lot of eggs, honestly. And then I got 2 things of vegan Cool Whip, the plant-based Cool Whip, because I thought this would be fun for the waffle bar. I love waffles with Cool Whip on top. And then for the charcuterie board, I wanted to have some savory options. The Simply Naked pita chips, I have a lot of hummus, so this would be really good with that. The hippies. Guys, if you've not tried these hippies, they are incredible. They are like puffs. They're like puffs. Chickpea puffs. I don't know how to explain them, but they're groovy white cheddar. It's vegan. But they're so good. They look like this. I don't know if you guys can see that. They're so good. So I thought that would be a really fun option. I think they're also gluten-free. Let's check. Yes. Then this is kind of random, but I got white miso paste for the salad dressing that I'm gonna be making for our salad on Sabbath. So that is all from Whole Foods. Okay, so from Trader Joe's, for the charcuterie board, I got some soft and juicy mango, pumpkin spice batons, which are basically just the rolled wafers with pumpkin spice inside. The dark chocolate peanut butter cups, these are incredible. They're amazing. They're my favorite. These. Guys, these are a life changer. Okay, so I'm forgetting the name of these. I don't know. This is like the healthy version of that super, oh, it's coming to me. That super popular chip. Takis. That's what it is. These are like the healthy version of Takis. I mean, I think they're healthy. They've gotta be. They look healthy. So these are so good. They're so good. Anyway, so I thought that would be an awesome savory option. Soft and juicy mandarins. These I grew up on. They are amazing. I cannot believe they're still going, because I literally had these like 2 decades ago in my snack lunches for school. But these are super good. So thought that would be kind of fun to have like a dried fruit option. The mangoes, the mandarins. Got 1 grapefruit because I have a plan for the grapefruit. And then this is also for my salad dressing. It's the Green Goddess dressing from Trader Joe's. My older sister Jenna actually introduced me to them. These are the dark chocolate mint creams. Guys, I don't even like mint chocolate, except for the ones from Olive Garden that they give you at the end of your meal. Those are the only mint chocolate that I like. She showed me these, and these are actually the most incredible thing ever. So I love them, and I was like, yes, I definitely have to do that. But they will give you a sore throat if you eat more than like 2. So just keep that in mind. Target is less of Valentine's. I've been looking everywhere for the pink M&Ms and I finally found them. So I'm gonna have these on top of the gluten-free brownies that I'm making. Just kind of like put them on top like a pink themed brownie. So that's why I got those. And then I got this for our soap because I realized that we don't use liquid soap. And you know why? We're always like, as a teacher, I'm gifted a lot of soap randomly, like bar soaps. And so I'm like, well, I'm not gonna buy soap if I have soap that I got for free, but it's just that it's bar soap. And I'm not a huge fan of bar soap because, you know, anyways. But if it means that we can get a cute dish to put the soap on, then I'm excited about it.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.
Okay guys, I'm headed to my lesson right now, my sewing lesson, and I am practicing my intros for my podcast. Never recorded a podcast episode before. I feel like at some point in my life I probably like made up a podcast and I acted like I was on a podcast because that just sounds like something I would do. I've had this dream of starting a podcast for, I don't know, I think probably ever since I started teaching, but definitely it was really something that I was like, okay, I definitely want to do this. I need to get started about like a year ago. And I just think that so many different things in my life was taking priority over my podcast creation. And so it wasn't until I went to a tech conference in Florida and I listened to a bunch of seminars about bringing podcasting into the classroom where I was like, what better way to speak to this generation of young people than hearing from young people themselves? So that's what we're doing. I'm super stoked because I have a lot of insanely cool content coming to you guys from people in the Gen Z, Gen Alpha generation. And that was redundant, but anyways, so I'm super excited and it's going to be so good. Like, I think that what people will realize is there's actually a lot more you can learn from young people than one might think. But, like, we are not above it to learn from people that are younger than us or just learning from different people's perspectives, which I think is super powerful. So I'm really happy about that and I think it's going to be so good. But that is what really has spearheaded actually getting this podcast from a dream to reality, is just full sending and being like, okay, we're going to get these started. So anyways, I'm really sorry. Vlogging in this car is not conducive because of all of the lights and the sounds and the whatever that go off, the alarms telling me like I need to fix this and blah, blah, blah. I have like 4 lights on right now. Oh, my engine light went off. That's nice. Anyways, so that being said, I'm trying to figure out, like, I am such a podcast enthusiast, so I listen to them all the time, and it comes down to making my own. I don't know how to start. So I feel like the most natural thing for me, and probably because I vlog like this too, is saying like, what's up guys? Welcome to a new episode, whatever. But I feel like I say that too much. And so maybe I should be like, hey everyone, welcome back to whatever. That sounds nicer than always saying guys. or I know I say y'all a lot, so I can be like, hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Hana with Hannah, you know, whatever. And it's funny, if you've never, if you're not following me on Instagram, then you have no clue what I'm talking about. But basically, I have my Instagram in my YouTube bio, I guess, if that's a thing, and you can see what I'm referring to. But basically, I started this podcast. It's called Ohana with Hannah, and Ohana is the Hawaiian term for family. It means family, and a community of people that are not necessarily like blood related, but people that you put your trust in. There is a community for support and encouragement and love and care, and basically the essence of what this podcast is all about, building a family through it, and people that have a lot of care for others, and that's what we're doing. We are reaching out to that generation of young people because we care a lot about them. And I'll catch you guys later. Y'all, I'm so excited. I just finished. Okay, let me just give a little disclaimer. I've been taking sewing lessons for, oh my word, I don't even know how long. I mean, it hasn't been long. It's been like maybe a year. That's terrible. That's pitiful if it's a year. But I haven't done it. I only do it once a week, and I am not, like, I try to be as consistent as possible, but obviously, like, during breaks or holidays, I'm gone, and so I don't do it then. So I have, like, you know, a couple months in between of a complete hiatus. But anyways, so I've made a lot of stuff, and I don't know if there's any of you guys that started a passion project where you are starting a new skill at a quote old age. Okay, I'm extremely young, but I feel like it would be like trying to start learning how to play violin at 20, you know, or like 25. It's just a little much. I feel like obviously you can start anything you want at any age. I know that people have started, like, they started piano lessons at 50, you know, and now they can actually play and, you know, whatever. Like, that's awesome. I love that. I really respect it. I respect never feeling too old to start something new that you want to do and get better at and all that kind of stuff. But that being said, it's so much harder to get good at something when you start later on in life, which is why I think that, at least for me, my kids, there will be some things that they just won't have an option to do, like piano. All my kids, they'll do their homeschooling. My brother-in-law said it perfectly. I was like, how did your parents, like, get you to, you know, play piano? And he's like, well, it's just simple. Like, you have math, science, and piano. You know what I mean? Like, it was just part of, like, the core subjects, and I think that was amazing. Like, that's just part of your life. Anyways, the point is, I want to get my kids doing stuff, whether that be music, sports, whatever it may be. I want them to start early so that they don't have to get in sewing, you know, cooking, whatever, so they don't get to my age and feel like you are so behind because you're just now starting these skills. And I've made a lot of things, and every single thing has been a complete fail. If I was able to salvage the fabric and use it for stuff, I would, okay? And I did. But whatever fabric was not salvageable, then I tried to be creative as possible with my little pieces of fabric that I could use. And so for the first time, I made a skirt from scratch, designed it myself, and it's so cute, and I love it. And I'm just so excited because I tried it on, it fit me. It's not perfect, but let me tell you, I have clothes in my closet that I have purchased that are not perfect. And it actually gets me kind of annoyed because I'm like, man, I paid for this. This should be absolutely perfect. Like, why is the smiley face that's supposed to be in the middle of your hoodie off-centered? You know, like, why is this shoulder different than this shoulder? Like, there are mistakes in clothes that I purchase, and I'm like, no. If I'm gonna buy clothes, it needs to be perfect. If I'm going to make clothes, then I can, you know, wear it. It doesn't have to be perfect. But at the same time, it just tells me, like, if I make something and wear something that's not completely perfect, that I actually made myself, like, I'm pretty proud of that, because not even the people that have these brands, these online stores, even get it right all the time without fail, you know? So it's a spring skirt. There's 30 more days till spring, so it's right in time for the weather, and I'm so excited about it. And this is encouraging for any of y'all that want to start a new skill or a new hobby, and you feel like you've missed the boat. You're already too old, and you should have started like a decade ago. Yeah, sure, maybe you should have, but the point is that you didn't. And so start now, because you're not getting any younger, and your brain is not dumb. Like, it can still learn the stuff. You may just learn it slower, you know, whatever. But anyways, that's my little piece of advice. I have been doing it for like almost a year now, and I can still do like nothing, but I can do more than what I could do a year ago. So that's the point. That's what matters. But anyways, just start a skill. You're not gonna be any worse at that skill than what you are right now. So start it and do your work to get good at it.